family, and welcome back to the channel. Guys, I'm excited. Guys, we are in WatchCrissyWork home, and I am going to be doing a collaboration with her. So we're going to be doing some stuff here in the house. Now, we did offer this collaboration to some of you, but you guys didn't reach out. So we're going to be doing a collaboration together, okay? So there's some spaces in her home that she wants to upgrade. You know, this is a new build home, so she's turning this home from a build-a-grade home, customized, more customizable type of a home, right? Adding her own little touches and her design style and so forth to it. So over the past 2 years, you guys have seen her done some really great things in the home, where she have, you know, added some decor pieces and stuff, and basically trying to find her foot in, you know, what she feel her design style is. And I think we have found what that is. Now, I would say that Crissy's design style is farmhouse modern, but very minimalistic. Based on the things in her home, based on the things that I've seen her selected, based on the things that I see her gravitate to, like she go, whereas some people be like, based on that, I have found what her design style is, okay? So now I know when she's asking help to choose anything, I know what direction to go. Now, what I love about this collaboration is that she has an idea what she wants, but she just needs some guidance, okay? And that is what I am going to give her, and from that we will see what we come off with for the design. Now, since I've been here, I've been through the home, I've seen some, you know, new touches that she has given to the home, and the home is really starting to feel, from the last time I was here, more like a house being staged, more to a home. She has really created this warm feeling in the space, especially in her bedroom. Amazing work she did in her bedroom. Okay, so guys, I'm not going to talk too much. We're going to jump into the video. What we're doing, the collaboration that we're doing here in the home today, is that we are going to be adding some molding or wainscoting to the walls, okay? So we're going to be adding those to the walls. I'm going to be taking all the measurements. We're going to go shopping and pick up the woods and choose what wood we want to use. And then we're going to style it, and you guys are going to see how it all turned out. So I am extremely excited for this. Again, guys, you guys know I am an interior designer. I am not an interior decorator, okay? I am an interior designer. So if you guys see what you like, you guys can go ahead and you can contact me in the description. I have my contact information down there. You can go ahead and contact me, and hey, I might be doing something with you. Guys, let's get into this video, because when I tell you I'm about to turn up, I'm about to turn up. It's going to be very simple. We already discussed it. It's going to be very simple. She don't know what the finished look is going to be yet, but I have something going on up here. I have something going on up here that I think is going to look amazing, but I don't know if I'm going to get her to break and go that direction with me. Let's see how I do, guys. Come on, let's jump into this collaboration. Okay, family, so first thing up, we have to get a measuring tape, because baby Olivia, she destroyed this one. I am using the remnant of it. So guys, what I'm doing here is I'm taking my measurements so that I can come up with a design as to how we're going to section out the wainscoting on the walls, right? So we're in the dining room area. So we're going to be addressing two areas, the dining room and the living room area. So we're going with this area first, and then we'll move on to the living room. As to not have the videos too long, we're going to have part ones, part twos, and maybe a part three. Okay, so I need you to stay tuned for that. I got to think on this. So I'm going to go 24. These gonna be 24, and then I gotta figure out what the video is. So after taking my measurements, I like to go to my notes in my phone. If I don't have pen and paper, I typically do it here. And even when I have access to pen and paper, I automatically go to the notes in my phone first. I don't know why. I just prefer that because it's saved. I don't have to be worried about keeping track of paper. So I took my
That's
measurements and I
24 and
transferred
24 is
everything
48.
over into
48
this into
and
my phone
12
with all the
is
measurements. So what
60,
I'm doing here now is I'm
right?
basically
Did I say that right?
calculating what
So
my cut
60, so this is gonna be
pieces
30
are going
inches.
to be for the outer, and then
No,
I'll do
that's too
the
small.
inner. So I'm actually doing
No, that is not
a
too
double
small.
stack
Because we can
is
make the
what we're
artwork
going
whatever
to
we want
do
it to
on the
be.
wall, but you will see where this
So
changed. And I wish it was
it's
like
going
this
to
in the
be,
end, but we
that's
had to
100.
change it for a
So if we
reason,
come up
and then we
6
had
more
to change
inches
that reason back.
and come down 6 inches, that's 30
Okay, so
inches.
I'm going to
This
show
is
you guys
90,
all
so
of the
it's gonna be 90
mishaps. I'm going to show
inches.
you all of this decision
All of them
making. I'm going
90
to show
millimeters in
you
height.
where maybe things were changed because we
24 by
didn't like it
19,
or something,
30
or the
by
client
19.
didn't like it.
That's a
So I'm going
box.
to let you guys see that entire process so that you can see
So
that these
then we
processes
come in
are
3
not
inches.
as smooth
So if I take away
as
6
you would
inches from
think
this, it's
they
gonna make
would look,
this
because we make them look
26
like
inches
that
from
when
this
we
is
edit.
24.
But I'm going to
We're
let
gonna
you
bring it back to
see
this
that it
size.
was not
You
as
know one,
smooth of a process, and that is okay. That is okay.
yeah, that's too
This is a
small.
design that we came up
This other one
with
gonna be
as we
24. I
went
don't want it that
along.
small. So I
It
take
wasn't
off
something that was planned
these
out for weeks and so forth. I came on the job
and
site.
make those
She said what she
22.
wanted, and I had to come up with an idea.
And
And
then
then this was
this
the
piece over
idea that
there,
I
I just
came
took
up
off
with.
4 inches.
And in
So
the
this is
end,
going to be
we'll see if she was satisfied.
34 inches. And then this one, I'm taking 6 inches this way, 6 inches this way from 34. 6 from 34 is 28. So this is going to be 28. And then the 96 from 90 is going to be 84. So this is going to be a different molding than this one. This is going to be a fatter one. This is going to be a skinnier molding. And then we have this one that's going to come down here. It looks like chaos, but that's 3 inches. 3, that's 6. 6 from this is what? 22. 6 from 22 is 60. No. 6 from 22 is 16. 16. So this is going to be 16 inches. And then 6 from 90 is 84. And this is going to be 84 inches. Okay. Okay. You got it? Yep. So the links does come by, I think they come not 8 foot, 10 foot links. So I gotta add up how much links I need now. So the cuts I need is 1, 2. So I need 16 inches. I need it 4 times.
Okay, so what I'm doing here is I am adding up all of my measurements so that I can see how many inches of material I am going to need. So that when I go to the store, I don't buy too less, nor do I buy too much, because this stuff can get expensive. So we have two different size woods that we are using. So I am going to calculate how much inches I need in each, and I typically add like a 10% for wastage on this. I'm going to try to lessen the amount of wastage that I use, but
You always want to try to add about 10% onto whatever it is that your numbers came up to.
Okay, guys, we are in Home Depot and we're about to get the supplies that is needed to do the job. Okay? I need some nail. We need 18 gauge, 16, 18. Need a box of nails. This is 1 1/4. 1 1/4, 1 inch. I need this 1 3/4. This one good.
Okay, guys, so to lessen the amount of trips back to the store, I wrote a list down of the things that I will need to purchase from the store, and then figured out what we could have borrowed from her uncle. So my list consists of a lather, nail gun, wood filler, measuring tape, a level, painter's tape, a saw, and then sanding paper. And then from that, we needed, after her uncle brought us a nail gun, he brought us a level, but the level he brought was too short. And he also brought a saw. So what we ended up purchasing at Home Depot, we purchased the different woods we needed. I bought some nails for the nail gun, which I bought 1.25 inches, I think it was. And then we picked up some wood filler. We picked up some caulking because you need caulk to make your job look professional. Always use caulk. And then we picked up some painter's tape. We did not pick up any paint because we didn't get to that yet as to what color we're deciding. Plus, I also came up with a different idea versus using paint. I decided, hey, why not let us put some wallpaper on the wall? I just want to say a big shout out to this store associate right here. He came, he stayed with us, he helped us out, make sure that we got what we needed. I don't think this was his department. I think that's what he said, but he stayed and he helped us out. A lot of these would be very crooked, so you have to take a look at them and make sure they're not. I showed Chrissy how to look at the wood and be able to determine if it's a good piece or not, if it's straight, it's crooked, if it's bent. So I did show her how. She was like, "How did you know?" And I showed her how to do it.
Okay. No.
Oh, they're the same?
No, they're different. This one, which one? This one, this
We
one?
don't even know. This is the one we have, right?
This is the one you have right here.
Oh, okay.
These are all, so numbers them different.
Oh, okay, okay.
Different size.
I sound like you're Jamaican, so.
I was making.
You Americanize. They Americanize you.
Very, very little bit.
I hear it. I do hear it, sir. The other option, I don't normally come to Home Depot and get help. Anytime I come to this one, there's always somebody to help. When I go on the one on Colonial,
Couple for the
oh, this can't hold him at this car.
There's 70 something for a foot. 70, yeah.
Oh, these are cheap. I mean, if you're doing the entire house.
Whole foot.
Oh, it's per foot. Oh, I thought that whole thing was 74 cents. I guess we're gonna get her a job in Home Depot. I saw them look. Oh,
When be hidden though, that be. I cut off the good side.
she work here.
Well, okay.
This side, that
Okay, ma'am.
side. I want this piece.
This one. So is this a foot? Or is it just a cut?
I got measure the top of
The wood so that it can fit in the car. No measurements or anything. So anytime you go into Depot and you see a station like this, that's a self-service station. The saw that they had there, because I picked up the saw that I picked up was better for bigger pieces of wood. I didn't realize they had like three other saws there, which would have been teats that are not in reverse, and I've been able to cut them more easily. So yeah, look out for that. But if you see a station like this, yes, you can go, you can cut the wood. Once they sell them by the foot or anything like that, the linear foot, you can cut the wood to only purchase the amount that you need. You do not have to purchase
when I
the
put it on
entire
one side,
length
you put it.
of the wood.
I'm trying to
So
straighten it.
what I'm doing here now is I
And then
am
you do it
measuring
and okay.
to make sure I have enough inches. Remember in the beginning that I added
Pull it.
up my
Alright.
inches. So here I am actually measuring to
Second
make
one is
sure
good.
I have the
Okay, so
quantity
that's 21.
that I need, and do I need to go and get any. Okay, family. So the first thing I want to do is I am going to mark out the wall so that I can easily apply the wallpaper without having to continuously measure. So you're going to see the whole design basically marked out on the wall, and then I'm going to go and apply the wallpaper. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking a measurement from the ceiling down to where the top of the cabinet is, because you're doing like a picture frame type of thing, it will look really odd if that picture frame starts above the cabinet. So you kind of want it to be in line with the cabinet or a little bit lower than the cabinet. Okay. So that brought me down about 14.5 inches down from the ceiling. Now you always have to do two type of measurements. So I'm doing one measurements with the measuring tape coming down, and then me doing the level is also another step as well, versus not just um only using my markings from the ceiling. Your ceiling could be off, okay? So I would more trust the level than I would trust the ceiling. Your ceilings can be off, your floors can be off. The only things that are typically completely straight or like very 99.9% straight in your home would be your windows and your doors. Those things have to be straight in order for them to function. Okay, so like I said, I am going to be taking all my measurements, um, you- basically lining out the design on the wall, and then we're going to start to apply the wallpaper. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm kind of doing a trial where I'm putting it up. I'm going to step off, look at it, see if I'm, seeing that vision that I had in my head. So that's basically what I'm doing right now. I'm just using the painter's tape to put it up. I'm putting the wood next to it to see how it's gonna look. I'm really liking it. Yeah, so I really like how it's looking. So to help me not have to deal with the weight, I am cutting off the bottom of the, like, where it's gonna end, and then just cut that part out. So here I'm starting to apply it to the wall. As you can see, it's a pretty easy install. One thing I would like to say is when you are purchasing these wall coverings from places like Amazon, it is a beautiful wall covering. I love it so much. It comes in multiple colors. I will list it in the description because I really think it was really good. And if you have textured walls, this one is really good for that. It doesn't show the textured walls because it's textured itself. So it's a really good wall covering to use. But one thing I will say, when you're purchasing from stores like Amazon, you have to be careful. So before you even cut the wallpaper, open both of them. This is the error that I made. Open both, put them next to each other, ensure that they are the same color. Now, these are the same color, but one is darker than one, which tells me that when they were being printed, manufactured, they were not done in the same lot. So they have two different dye lots. When you have mass manufacturing like this, you tend to end up with different colors when it's not done on the same run. Okay, so that is what happened here, and in the end it ended up making me have to change the entire layout that I was going for. So the layout that you're seeing, that I've shown you, that is not the layout that is going to be shown in the end. Okay. Guys, this is the end of today's video. It will be continued in part 2. So come back for part 2 so that you can see what we end up doing with this wall.